Sean's Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review, a cellar beer review at that. One that's been stashed away for a while again. Here it is from the Bruery out of Placentia, California. It's the Wanderer. And this is the, if you can read it on there, it's the 2013 batch. Boy, I don't know how I hide them all away like that, but I do. This looks to be a fun one. It's got an interesting mix going on, okay? So it's a dark sour ale, that's what they're calling it. It's 8.2% ABV, 10 IBUs, but it's a blend of oak-aged beers, okay? Oak-aged ales. What they did was they took a mix of sour ales along with their anniversary ale. So I assume that would have been the 2013 or 2012 anniversary beer. And then they add blackberries and Bing cherries to it, and they age it further. So if you know anything about the anniversary ales, you know how big and beautiful those are. And then to think of adding the cherries and the blackberries and a sour ale, this should be interesting. We're going to get it cracked open. I'm going to tell you what, I can already smell the fruit coming off of this. Very intriguing. All right, so it's kind of a murky amber to reddish color. Some brown hues in there, kind of a khaki head on there. Fingerhead, we're going for the nose. It's all about the nose. And then the taste, and oh boy. I mean, so my first thought is this hit my nose was a really good Flanders red, because I got those cherries and I got that light sour. Oh, but now this time I got hit by the dark fruits and I got some raisins and figs. The birds are getting a little wild out there. So you really are getting this whole huge blend. Oh man, you're getting cherries, sweeter cherries, you're getting sour cherries, you're getting various berries of sorts. You do get the blackberry, but it smells like you get some raspberry on there as well. But definitely got some raisin, some figs, like leather. Wow, it's rich, it's extremely complex because you're getting a little bit of funk, a little bit of sour, maybe a red wine vinegar, just a hint of that in the nose. You're getting like some barrel character. I don't know what kind of barrels. It smells like there might be a hint of bourbon, but it smells like there's like some red wine barrel character going on too. So a lot of stuff going on. You get a bit of the caramel on there, maybe some like brown sugar type qualities. Oh, back to the red wine. Wow, this is smelling fun. So it's got some years on it. This is the 23rd of March of 2017. So we got a little bit of age on this. We're gonna just jump on in. Cheers. Woohoo! Wow. Okay. I just got punched in the face with tart. And you never know, it's always a crapshoot when you age these things. But man, this was, I don't want to quite say, but it makes me think of those candies, those like tart candies that you might eat, the sweet and sour. It was a big old punch. My palate's going to have to adjust. Wow. Now, mind you, this was probably between 50-55 as I brought the bottle out. So it's not going to be so cold to tamper it down. It's like at that perfect temp, and it has the ability then just to smack you in the face, and it's doing all of that. So the flavors in this are extremely bold. We'll start with that. Oh, starting to get some drips. So it might start raining here. We're in Oregon. Yep. Extremely bold. So I am getting red wine vinegar, and I am getting like some extreme tart characters. I'm getting the cherry, but it is definitely a sour cherry at this point. I'm getting the blackberry. It's sour blackberry. The qualities of the at this point, with this much age, the characteristics of the ale, the anniversary ale, really take a back seat. They're there in the nose, but in the taste, they take a little more back seat to all the sour fruit character. There's a high acidity, like a high fruit acidity. There's a grapiness to it as well. I can still get a little bit of the fig and the leather character in it, but in terms of like any kind of like bourbon or vanilla or anything, that all just takes a huge backseat. It's definitely gone to a very strong acidic sour side. Kind of fun, but it's going to be a slow sipper. So I'm going to take a little time with this. We're going to see if this changes at all, and I'll be back. So as I'm taking a little time with this, and it's warming, I'm getting a little bit more of the oak character coming through. For me, I just don't get enough of some of the fun anniversary ale part mixed in. In fact, it's one of the more potent sours I've had overall, I think. I mean, I've had some that are just too extreme, but this has a lot of going on. It really is very complex, actually. But at this point, I bet it was much better fresh than aged. And that's well carbonated, as you can see. But in terms of style now, with what is like 4 years, 3 or 4 years on it, 3.5 at least. Yeah, it's not going to be my favorite sour in the world. So in terms of sours, it's very complex. I'm going to give it some credit for that. I'm going to give it an 89. But in terms of overall, I have to drop down because for my particular palate, as it's starting to rain, it's too much. I'm not going to give it a horrible grade, but I'm going to drop all the way down to an 82. I am going to drink this. I don't know if you can hear the drops, but I've got a towel over the camera, so it's fine. Here it is again. It is the Wanderer. This is the 2013 version from the Bruery out of Placentia, California. And this is Kevin at Clemens Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer. And I'll see you on the next beer review.